Can you solve all these Class 4 Computer Chapter 2 Input and Output Devices questions? IPO stands for dash. On track. Input processing output is the correct answer.
Dash is an input device.
Correct. Keyboard is the right answer.
Atom is an example of dash.
Excellent. Both is a brilliant choice. Speaker is a dash device. You got it. Your choice output is right. A mouse is a dash device. Solid response. Input is a valid choice. A monitor is a dash device. Valid point. Output is true. Printer produces dash as copy. Nicely done. Hard is a solid answer. A keyboard is a dash device. Smart pick. Input is the correct choice. Dash is used to record sound. Great thinking. Microphone is the right choice. Headphones are a dash device. Bravo. Output is the answer. Which one is an input devices? You chose microphone, and it is correct. A spoo is also known as the dash. Clear logic. Your choice system unit is sound and 100% true. Who invented the computer mouse? Good job. Your answer, Dr. Engenbart, works well here. Most commonly used input device? Smart move. Keyboard is an accurate answer. Secondary memory is of dash memory. Excellent choice. External is the right answer. A game controller is a dash device. Right choice. Input is the best answer. An example of software would be dash. You're right. Google Sildids is the correct answer. The laser printer was invented by dash. Nice work. You chose Gary Stockweather and it is correct. The output on a monitor is called dash. Well picked. Soft copy is the correct answer. Dash is an example of pointing device. Great job. Mouse is the accurate answer. Which type of device is a touchscreen? Strong choice. Input device is the right answer. Output devices gives info to the dash. Well done. Users is the right choice. Input devices dash info to the computer. Right again. Gives is a valid answer. Dash is used to take the output on paper. Nice selection. Printer is the correct and valid answer. Dash gives you the result by the computer. Well reasoned. Output devices is the correct choice. Which device gives the output onto a paper? Good thinking. Printer is the right answer. Dash is an example of visual display unit. Perfect. Monitor is the correct choice. Which of these is another name for the CPU? Exactly. Processor makes sense and it is right choice. Which of the following is an output device? Correct response. Printer is the most accurate answer. Dash is used instead of a mouse in a laptop. Sharp thinking. Touchpad is the right choice. The CPU manages all the jobs of the computer. You're right. True is the correct answer. A light pen is used only within Lycid monitor. Sharp thinking. False is the right choice. How many keys does a standard keyboard have? Excellent. 104 is a brilliant choice. Which output device allows you to hear sound? Solid response. Speakers is a valid choice. The Dash printer gives very high quality output. Correct response. Laser is the most accurate answer. Dash helps you to enter data into the computer. Smart move. Input devices is an accurate answer. A touchpad is mostly used on a laptop computer. Clear logic. Your choice true is sound and 100% true. Programs that give instruction to the computer. Correct. Software is the right answer. Every task in a computer follows a Dash cycle. Excellent choice. IPO is the right answer. Dash. Printer give output only in black and white. Right choice. Dot matrix is the best answer. Which of these is not a type of computer monitor? On track. Cam is the correct answer. Digital camera is an example of an output device. Right again. False is a valid answer. Keyboard is an input device. State true or false. Strong choice. True is the right answer. Which of these devices soft copies to hard copies? Well picked. Printer is the correct answer.
What is magnetic and character recognition off and on?
Great job. Checks is the accurate answer. Data is stored in the computer memory in the form of. Nice selection. Bits bytes is the correct and valid answer. Dash is the main circuit board of the computer system. Great thinking. Motherboard is the right choice. A Dash is used to take photographs and record videos. Nice work. You chose digital camera and it is correct. I am a piece of hardware used to add text to a document. Perfect. Keyboard is the correct choice. Dash is used for drawing objects directly on the screen. Exactly. Light pen makes sense, and it is right choice.
Dash controls all the connected input and output devices.
Smart pick. Sipu is the correct choice. Dash is regarded as the inventor of QWERTY keyboard layout. Good job. Your answer, Sir Christopher Latham Scholes, works well here. You can use this to input printed documents to a computer. Or nicely done. Scanner is a solid answer.
Dash is an input device used to type data or instructions.
Bravo. Keyboard is the answer. Microphone, digital camera, and mic are the example of Dash. Well reasoned. Input is the correct choice. Which of these would you use to digitize a paper photograph? Well done. Scanner is the right choice. Dash devices display the result that we get after processing. Good thinking. Scanner is the right answer.
The multifunction printer is also known as all-in-one printer.
You chose true, and it is correct. Which of the following is an example of a desktop application? Valid point. Chrome is true.
Dash is the output that we get on the monitor after processing.
You got it. Your choice soft copy is right. The dash copies the text and pictures directly into the computer. Strong choice. Scanner is the right answer. Which of these would you not use an armor for? Good thinking. Barcodes is the right answer. Physical parts of a computer dash, such as the keyboard and monitor. Exactly. Hardware makes sense and it is right choice. The unit of CPU that stores information temporarily or permanently. Sharp thinking. Memory unit is the right choice. What is the most suitable input device for inputting a short report? You're right. Keyboard is the correct answer. The type of monitor that is flat, light in weight, and consumes least power. Perfect. LED monitors is the correct choice. Dash is used to scan the printed bars codes present on the various products. Clear logic. Your choice barcode scanner is sound and 100% true. Dash is used to move objects or the pointer on the screen for playing games. Nice selection. Joystick is the correct and valid answer. The OLU in a CPU performs all arithmetic calculations and logical operations. Right again. True is a valid answer. Dash is a camera that takes still photographs and also take video with sound. Excellent. Digital camera is a brilliant choice. Which device is used to select the objects by directly touching with fingers? Well picked. Touch screen is the correct answer. The physical parts of a computer that can be touched and seen are called dash. You chose hardware, and it is correct. Which of these terms is the definition? The physical parts of a computer? 4. Correct. Hardware is the right answer. Input device that is used to record voice, music, and sound into the computer is. Right choice. Microphone is the best answer. Dash is used to input a series of images and transfer them through the internet. Good job. Your answer web camera works well here. Which device is used to control the movement of the pointer on laptop computers? Well reasoned. Touchpad is the correct choice. Which of these printers would you use to print a wage slip using carbonized paper? Smart move. Dot matrix printer is an accurate answer. A digital camera is used to share pictures and have video telephony on the internet. On track. False is the correct answer. Pen-like pointing device that is used to select objects on screen or draw directly. Correct response. Light pen is the most accurate answer. Dash is a set of instructions that enables the hardware to work in a desired manner. Well done. Software is the right choice. Devices that enter data and instructions into the computer are called output devices. Smart pick. False is the correct choice. Which of these printers would an architect be most likely to use to print large plans? Valid point. Plotter is true. Input devices which do not require typing to input data into the computer are called. You got it? Your choice pointing devices is right. any part of your computer that has a physical structure, such as the keyboard or mouse. Nicely done. Hardware is a solid answer. What is the definition for? Allows the user to see, hear data coming out of the computer. Great job. Output device is the accurate answer. The type of printer that works like the typewriter, printing on paper by striking on paper. Nice work. You chose dot matrix printer, and it is correct. What is the most suitable input device for highlighting or selecting an object on the screen? Bravo. Mouse is the answer. A dash is an input device which is used to record voice, music and sound into the computer system. Solid response. Microphone is a valid choice. An input device that is used to input pictures, documents, pages of magazines, and other images into the computer. Excellent choice. Scanner is the right answer. Dash is known as the father of Pentium for his contribution in the development of the Pentium processor from Intel. Great thinking. Vinadam is the right choice. An optical storage device that is used to record high-quality video and sound. It can store data 6 times more than a CD. You chose DVD, and it is correct. A Promethean board is dash. Excellent choice. Output is the right answer.
Which of these printers would be the most suitable for printing a large number of high-quality black and white printouts?
You got it. Your choice laser printer is right. The type of printer that uses dry ink to print and are mostly used in publishing houses, and it prints fast with high quality. Sharp thinking. Laser printer is the right choice. This internal memory holds startup instructions that prepare the computer for use and check proper working of computer parts. Nice work. You chose ROM and it is correct. Is this device input or output projector? Output is the correct choice. What is the device shown in the picture? Right again. A microphone is a valid answer. To video call over the internet, what do you use? Correct. Webcam is the right answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Smart move. Contact Narayan Changdar on Facebook is an accurate answer.